Okay, right now I'm just going to set up a damper on the back first. Before I set up the damper, the piece you need for holding the damper is this chassis right here. This is a Super 2 chassis. It's my broken one. So the piece you need to holding the damper is this piece right here, okay? The front right here. So you see the 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a 4 hole on the front bumper, which is Super 2 chassis they have. So I gonna cut this chassis. I already write the line. So all the white spot is the piece I'm gonna cut. All the black here, that's the piece I'm gonna keep. I gonna explain this setting later because okay, just finish this piece right here. Again, this is from Super 2 chassis, the front head, which is this piece right here. So I just cut off and see the line. So anyway, just finish this piece here. So next we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the brake first. Gonna remove the nut first. And remember, we're using a 1.7 millimeter aluminum spacer and a 1.5. So we're gonna replace the 1.5 millimeter spacer with a 3 millimeter. Okay. Also remove. You're not gonna put any the nut on the top of that. So basically, it is just one. Okay. Again, it is just one 6.7 millimeter spacer plus one 3 millimeter on the top. Okay. So next we're gonna do is we're gonna using this piece. Okay. Make sure this side face up, and it's gonna be put like here, like this. Okay. So we're gonna using a screwdriver to lock it. Okay. Okay. So on top of that, which is right here, I'm just going to using a the lock nut to lock the top. Okay. Top of that. Okay. So I'm gonna lock it. Okay. So it's gonna be looks like this. So next it is we're gonna put this damper right here between that. So before we put a damper, we have to make sure how far from here to this end. Okay, because like I'm telling you, this piece really it's really unique setting. I would say this is a kind of pretty advanced setting for mounting the damper. Okay, let me just go ahead. I'm gonna talk about the setting later, by the way. Anyway, just gonna try. Let me see how far it is. I'm just gonna using this 20 millimeter screw. Take a look at it. Okay, just gonna. But looks like there's extra parts right here. So I'm just going to put a 3 millimeter space to make exactly fit to right here, the gap right here. Okay. So first, I'm gonna put this one right here. make sure this one just go halfway, because you're gonna put the other one and it go halfway as well. Okay, it's halfway. Then you're gonna put damper like this. Okay, just gonna keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. See, basically can drop all the way. The whole surface right here gonna be contact with the whole piece of the brake, so it's giving you better result on the landing. See that? Actually make it this damper system more efficiency. Okay, next I'm going to set up the front brake. Actually, it's not really a brake, it's just the piece for the underguard. But anyway, I know his setting have a piece of rubber brake right here. Okay, but I'm not gonna put that setting on my car, because that's for Fujiyama lane change, because you need a really pretty good brake in the front and back, can work together to give a better the brake system to slow down when they first enter the Fujiyama lane change. So I'm not gonna do that, because that, if I put that piece over here, it's gonna be too much brake for the regular truck. So only thing I'm gonna do, I just going to put this one first. So before I put this one, and I still gonna do a deep I'm gonna do a deep a hole first. I'm gonna using a round Dremel to make this hole a little bit deeper. So in this case, I can hide this flat head screw into the FRP, preventing this stick out. And okay, just go ahead and do it. Again, you're not making this hole big, you're making this hole deeper. Okay, so I'm gonna using this Dremel right here, this round thing, to make this hole deeper. So it's gonna be, looks like this. Okay, next gonna just go ahead, put the two flat screw. So you can see the screw is hiding inside the FRP, totally flat. Okay, so first a washer, a 3mm spacer, and 1.5 spacer. Okay, then just gonna go ahead and put on the front right here. Okay, and for here it's better to using the 2mm lock nut to lock here, because this part, if you don't use a lock nut, if you keep racing, it's easy to come off. So you better using lock nut to secure the brake in the front. Okay, it's finished right here. So after this, put a screw right here and right here to secure all the FRP in the front, so giving maximum support, because right now you can see it's a little bit waggle in the front. So I mean, it's a little bit loose, it's not really waggle, it's a little bit loose on the front. So just go ahead, put some screw on these 4 point right here to give it max. Okay, next I'm going to set up the brake right here. Okay, I'm just gonna using this black one. So I'm gonna place this one right here. Okay, And after that, I'm gonna using this Tamiya tape to tape it, because I'm not gonna using this kind of Fujiyama link change, so I don't need too much brake in the front. I just needed this piece to give a little bit of contact when it's hitting the slope. So okay, let me just go ahead and do it. Okay, for cutting the brake, it's better to get a piece of popsicle as well, to putting on a setup board and lines up using a razor blade to cut like this. Okay, so it depends how big you want it, but anyway, I just gonna cut the piece can fit to that part. So let me just go ahead. Okay, you can see right, it's come up. So next, I'm gonna just place the car on the setting board and using a napkin plus some Zippo light glue. Before you apply the brake into the carbon fiber or either FRP, you better clean the surface first. Make sure there's no dust, because in this way this piece can stay there longer. I mean, this piece can stay there like really like strong. Otherwise, trust me, couple wrong, this piece is gonna come off. So I'm just gonna go ahead to lines up and set it. Okay. Okay, after you set up your brake, press a couple times and let it stay on for like at least 20 minutes. Before 20 minutes, don't run, don't test your car, otherwise this piece will easily come off, because the brake on the other side is a heat shift. Heat shift at least take like 20 minutes or either sometimes longer, or if you want a better result, let's stay overnight. If you run this right away, this piece is gonna come off for sure. Okay, so let me just cut the extra part, which is again, I said I'm not gonna using this car for the Fujiyama link change, just regular truck. So what I'm gonna do next is just like put a tape just halfway to cover half the brake. The reason I'm doing this because I don't want a full brake in the front, so I want the front a little bit sleepy. So in this case, there's not too much slow down on the uphill or either on a slope. So just like this. Let me give you another tips. If you want to control your brake by changing a different type of brake, something like this. This is very sleepy brake. This is very sticky one, and then there's another one. It's more sticky. If you want to change, if you want to control your brake, best recommend for you just put the most sticky one or either the black one. If you want this brake a little bit more sleepy like this one, the easiest way, just tape it. Just tape like this. So if you just want a little bit like sticky, but you still want the whole function of this brake, try to tape halfway. Okay, try to tape the brake halfway. And in this case, hold on, let me just go ahead and move. So in this way, when your car hitting the slope, and you know the front gonna go up and the bottom gonna go down, so that's how you brake starting walking. So you only gonna have a part of this pieces have the brake to the truck. So in this case, you're not gonna have too much brake because this part right here you already tape it. So you're only gonna have a little bit like grab to slow you down. Okay, so this is very, I think it's very good setting by just tape tape the brake to control the how heavy you want for the brake. Okay, so we almost there. So next I'm gonna just set up a front roller, then we gonna go to the next process. Okay, right now we are going to set up a roller in the front. The guy was using the double layer, have the rubber ring on the top. I'm not gonna using that because again, we are not doing Fujiyama lane change, because if we are doing Fujiyama lane change, it's better to using the one has the rubber ring on the top, because rubber ring has better fraction, especially for the lane change. It's pretty good because they have more grab on the under when enter lane change. The top piece can really can have better grab when it's enter the lane change. So basically it's help you to preventing your car to get a flip over. Okay, so anyway, I'm just gonna using regular the double layer roller, and the other item you need is the this one right here. This is 25 millimeter reinforced screw from the previously the package for the back screw, and then this, remember this piece right here, this is the piece we cut off from this piece right here. So just save it, and then we're gonna using this piece to put that both end to reinforce the front roller, because as you know, FRP is very weak and very flexible, and plus this one only like 1.5 millimeter. It's pretty weak, so you better double it to make it stronger. Okay, so another thing you need is this one right here. This is the 11 millimeter stabilizer. The item number of this one, I believe it is 15391. And if you don't have this one, you can using the regular the crown gear, which is something like this. They have a pink one and a carbon fiber one. You can use carbon fiber one because they're same size. Okay, so it depends on your budget. So I'm just gonna go ahead and using this one. Okay. Let me just go ahead to starting to set up the roller first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a screw, okay, to put it here, right here. First of all, to stabilize and reinforce this piece first. Then we go to the next step. So just gonna using a 8 millimeter screw plus one washer. Okay. Just gonna do the left side real quick. Okay, it's like this. Okay, so next we're gonna go to the 13 millimeter, the roller hole right here. Insert the 25 millimeter screw into it. Okay, then next roller spacer and the 5 millimeter ball bearing roller, the tube from this one, and ball bearing, and the roller spacer. Okay. Next, I'm gonna using a. Let me see. I'm gonna try. First, gonna put a 3mm aluminum spacer first to see if the height is like good enough. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna put a 3mm spacer top of that and put this one. You know what? I'm just gonna put a washer. It's gonna be like this. Okay. So next, stabilizer. Make sure the one has the nipple face down. Okay. And just gonna using a M2 lock nut. To go ahead and secure the roller. Okay. Okay, it's like this. Okay. You also have another option. If you don't want to using a double layer roller, you can using the 13mm. The regular roller, which is let me give you a sample, which is this one right here. Okay, because the problem with the double layer roller, it is kind of slow on the corner, but it has pretty good a result when it's have lane change. But anyway, if you don't want to use this one, you can use this one for a little bit of speed. But that depends on the situation, so it's really up to you. So I just give you another option. You can think about it. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish the other end, and we're gonna move to the next step. Okay, just finish both ends. And there's another thing I have to tell you guys. I'm not really mount really high on the stabilizer. The original designer for this car, he using the 30mm, not these 25. And right now I'm using 25. But if you want to mount this stabilizer higher, just go ahead and do it using the same size on the back, the 30mm, the reinforced screw, to mount this piece a little bit higher. Because if this piece is a little bit higher, it has better. It's more stable. I would say it's more stable on the Fujiyama lane change or either on the regular lane change. But for the regular lane change, I think that's good enough. Okay, if you want to mount high, just go ahead and do it. Okay, next we're gonna do is we're gonna put this damper right here. Okay, so before I doing that, I'm gonna show you a couple of tests. I'm pretty sure you notice when I drop this car again. Let me drop again. You notice the back really stable, but you will see the front, it's a little bit pops up. So that's because we don't have the damper on the front. So when you drop the car, the whole car has the force going down. Then it's because it's middle shift. It's middle shift engine. So, and plus we have the aluminum wheel. It has pretty good like vibration absorbing. So the most part have the bounce is the front and back. Okay, so as soon as I put this damper on, so you're gonna have better bounce on the front as well. So let me just go ahead and do it. And before I do it, just let you know, we're gonna do a little bit of modification right here because the size of this damper is a little bit bigger. So and here is a little bit small, so we probably have to make this piece a little bit bigger in case can fit this damper right here. Okay, let me just go ahead and do it. And by the way, you know, this damper's limited edition. If you don't have exactly same damper, you can just go ahead and buy the regular AR damper, and because it's the same as the regular the air damper, which is let me see if I have any sample here I can show you guys. Right here, see the damper right here, this one, the copper one. This yellow one actually it's the same as this one. The black one is the limited edition. This one is just regular, you know, products. If you cannot find this one, you can use this one. They work exactly same. Okay. Next we're gonna do is first we're going to take a look at it and to see if it fits. So as you can see, it don't really fit because the damper on the other edge was hitting the FRP right here. So what I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna trim off here a little bit to make the damper have enough room to goes up. So just gonna using my marker to show you which part I'm gonna trim off. It is this right here. Okay, so I'm gonna trim off a little bit right here, the edges. So I'm just gonna using a Dremel
to attach some model spacer.
At the head right now. Just gonna using this one right here. So I'm gonna using this one gently grind here to make the size. Okay. Okay, here we go. See this piece? So in this way, this piece can fit here. Okay. So next, I'm gonna do another deep hole. The last hole right here on this FRP, this piece right here, gonna make this hole a little bit deeper. So in this way, the screw can hide inside in preventing it stick out and scratch the track. Okay. So right here. So again, I'm gonna using this one right here to grind it here like this to make the hole a little bit deeper in order to hide in the screw. Okay. Okay, it's gonna see how to make the hole deep. So I'm gonna insert the screw. Originally supposed to be a 25 millimeter screw. This is 30 millimeter because I'm out of 25, so I'm just gonna using this 30 millimeter for right now. But later on, I'm just gonna go hobby shop to buy 25. So anyway, it's gonna be right here, and make sure you remove the wheel first because still gonna talk a little bit about front wheel because when you put damper right here, you can see if I put a tire on it, it's gonna be hitting the tire in the front. So that part I'm gonna talk about when I finish this setting right here. Okay, set up screw right here. Okay, make sure the one has deep hole right here, face down first, and the one on top, on the top of that, the other damper. This thing you're gonna the deep hole right here gonna face up, so it's gonna be like this. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other end, and then before you do the other end, you're gonna using a lock nut to stabilize the to block the damper to come off. So just gonna using the M2 lock nut, which is right here. just gonna go a little bit down, because remember I told you guys supposed to be 25 millimeter, so I'm using 30, so I'm gonna go at least 5 millimeter deeper on the screw. So it's about right here. Okay. Okay. So either you have another option, either to cut it or either just leave like that, and make sure you put those kind of this thing right here on top of that, because you don't want to that piece when you catch your car to scratch yourself and then you get hurt, and you know. So let me just go ahead and finish the other side. Okay, just finish here. You can see like this. And another thing I'll talk about is right here. See, it's hitting. I keep looking at the guy's picture, and actually he have offset on the front tire on the outside layer. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this tire back to the Dremel or either tire trim machine to trim this piece right here, from here to here, outside layer, a little bit more sling, and you're gonna have this piece stick out as looks like offset tire. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. If you know how to do this type of tire, again, watch my channel. There's a tutorial. I show you 2 different ways to make this type of tire. Okay, so let me just go ahead and do it. Okay, right here, just finish my tire. See the offset? So it's still a little bit hitting right here, but anyway, I already know what's going on right here. By keep looking at the original designer's picture, I just found out the reason. Take a look at the reason he's not hitting on right here, because the right here, this part right here, this end, the white little thing, the bushing on the wheel, and versus the ball bearing right here, she's not using the aluminum. Sorry, he's not using a ball bearing spacer. She's using a regular motor spacer. In this case, right here, this piece will go inside a little bit. I mean, this wheel gonna go inside a little bit. Right now, it's just about 1 millimeter extend out. So you want this piece right here go back, go inside 1 millimeter. In this case, it'll fix all the problem right here. Because here, I just need barely probably 0.5 millimeter to going back inside a little bit. In this case, this part will not hit, no longer hitting anymore. So I'm just gonna go ahead replace the right here, the roller spacer with the motor spacer. The again, the motor spacer, you will find the motor spacer when you open a Tamiya model. You will find that locate either right here or either right here. So this is, let me give you a sample of motor spacer. You can take a look at it. Okay, right here, this is motor spacer looks like. It's really tiny and small, really slim and thin. The most important is light, and another thing is low fraction. So I'm gonna using that replace the roller spacer. Okay. Okay, right now is the last step. We're gonna do the assembly of the transmission system, the motor, and finish the car. So for the transmission, for the counter gear, which is right here, we're gonna using this one right here. It's the flooring gear shafts. We're gonna using this one for the MS. Also, we need the 5 millimeter, the ball bearing, I don't have the I don't really have the sample here. Yes, you know what? Maybe I do. You're gonna using this one. The item number. The item number 94752. This is the 520 ball bearing. That's the one gonna be inserted to the gear. Okay. I know they have a bundle pack, and it's come with two 520 ball bearing and two of the flooring gear shaft. And I don't have that package, but you know, I just gonna using just gonna using this individual package by itself to assemble my car. Okay, so actually it's pretty simple. Insert the ball bearing to the gear, which is right here. And the reason you want to using the flowing gear shaft, because this gear shaft is more smooth, and I will see it's more sleepy than the stock one, so its performance better on this one. Okay, so we're just gonna go ahead. You know, it's better. On this end, which is right here. So I just gonna put a 3 modal spacer. This is gonna let me put in like show then do the explanation. If you using the modal modal spacer, I'm just gonna put a 3. It depends. Usually 2 or 3 pieces. It depends your modal spacer how big it is. So this one I put a 3, and the reason why, because this one gonna a little bit like stabilize the gear on this end right here. It's preventing it's keep moving to the other end. So you see, after putting it, make sure you have to still give some gap for the gear, otherwise you're gonna completely block it. Okay, so see, I just did both. Oh shoot! See, it's pretty smooth. And the next, just gonna put this one back and test again. Make sure it's smooth. Okay. The next one is very important, and I just lost my stock mode. I'm just gonna using this one, light dash. Using the original box stock model, and put it into the chassis, and put some oil, you know, around here, and covers up, and put the 2 battery. Let this system then turning on for at least like 20 minutes. So this is called gear braking. So the best way it is turn the power on, then put it under. I will put on the heavy whatever bottle. This is Tamiya print spray, and just put on top of that, and using some tape to tape the car like this, and let it like keep running for like at least 20 minutes. Okay, so you will feel after 20 minutes the transmission will getting the noise gonna getting lighter and lighter. So anyway, just finish here. So just gonna put everything back. I already have the body. This is polycarbonate, the light, super light one, and just gonna using that. And let's take a look at it, the car. So let's see its bounce. You know what? It's pretty stable. Yeah, it's pretty stable. can feel it. Especially jump, it's really stable. Yeah. Okay. And by the way, I'm gonna talk a little bit about right here, this part setting. I just changed a little bit setting right here. The previous setting on the video, it just don't really work that good. So you notice, make another piece right here. It just makes better. I was using. Let me take a look at it. I was using the right here. I replaced this piece right here, the screw, with 30. It's about. Let me take a look at it. It's okay. This piece right here, this screw right here is 25 millimeter. I replaced with 25 millimeter screw right here. This screw right here, okay. And here, this one, the one with holding the damper, I replaced with the. Actually, it is 20 millimeter. This is 20 millimeter screw right here, and the spacer I'm using. Let me give it a better angle. Can see it right here. This is 1.5 millimeter, and a 6.7, and a 6 millimeter, and here another washer, and the top was the lock nut. Okay, so you can see it's after changing, it's actually the damper has better. It's more smooth. Okay, so it's improved a lot, like bounce. So you can see I insert this screw right here, and it's barely touch the. It's almost. It's about like a 0.5 millimeter away from the FRP, which is right here. You can see the gap right here. So you don't want to touch it because this is very advanced setting. A regular setting will just like you're gonna mount the two screw from the back to the top, and this one is just do the opposite way, which is I never thought about it, but it's really amazing setting. It is work really good. It works better. Okay, let's take the other angle of this car. Actually, this car is very low. It's very low central gravity. By looking at this car, it's gonna show the bottom, which is we have here 1 millimeter away from the ground. Okay, the front right here. Okay, it's gonna be the lowest point you can see right here is almost 1.5. Okay, but see that I tape part of it because I don't really want too much brake, so I tape part of it, so reduce the contact surface of brake. Talk about brake system for this car when it's hitting the slope. So the front piece right here, which is the FRP right here, this is the first contact point. So when the car moves to the slope right here, like this, you're gonna see this piece right here gonna lift the front up, and of course the back gonna be down. So the brake is starting to contact with the truck, which is right here, this point right here. But when it keep moving, I will feel the front, this piece right here, starting to contact with the slope, because you can see the brake setting I have. These two pieces is not in the same level. Actually, this piece I would say because the curve of the slope like this, so of course the even this piece right here is lower. I mean, sorry, it's higher than the piece right here. but because the slope is like this, so of course this piece even lower, even higher, is still gonna be contact with the slope first. So after that, you're gonna have a little bit right here. So in this case, you won't lose too much speed when your car hitting the slope. Okay. So for adjust the brake, you have choice: either remove this piece, you have full brake, or either cover half of it and you have a little bit brake, or either complete cover it, you don't have brake at all on the front. So for that piece, same thing. So it's really depends on the truck. If you are slope, it depends. Actually, it depends on how many landing you have after slope. Suppose after slope you have two straight if you have two straight section. So again, if after slope, when your car jumps, you have at least two straight section for the landing. You can think about it just like a computer tape the front, or either halfway like this, 1.5. If you have more than 3 sections straight for the landing, you can for sure you want to tape all of it. Okay, so it really depends on trucks. It depends how hard is the landing, because some I know some hobby shop, they only put like probably 1 straight section after landing. Some people they just like put a 2. Some people they put a 3. So that's what I'm telling you. It really depends on the truck. So you have to make sure the brake setting of your car have to be exactly gonna be the maximum setting for your truck. Okay, and for the front piece right here, this is if I don't really have the regular, if it's just regular lane change, so I just gonna keep one end like this, which is this end right here, and then this end I just gonna using regular 13 millimeter single layer roller. Okay, and if there's no lane change at all, only rainbow high speed lane change, both right here I'm gonna change to 13 millimeter single layer aluminum roller, because this one actually dual layer roller is have more fraction. So once on a corner, it's a little bit slower than the regular single layer roller. Okay, but this kind of roller is really good for the lane change because it has more contact and more fraction, so it's give you a more stable when you pass the lane change. Okay, another thing I want to talk about it is this this car has a really low central gravity design, so the jump gonna be really low. It's not really like it's gonna be very high, and so it's very good for the truck. It's not really too long, and have a lot of corner and a lot of like very simple like up and down, like slope like this. Okay, and another thing I want to talk about is the aluminum wheel. Okay, aluminum wheel, I know it's heavy, but the advantage of aluminum wheel, it is more stable than the plastic wheel, because aluminum has better vibration absorbing. So once land, basically the aluminum wheel already gonna be absorbing all the forces. So it's more stable. And another disadvantage of aluminum wheel is takeoff slow. Acceleration for the aluminum wheel is slow. Takeoff is slow. But if the truck is pretty long, you'll realize the aluminum wheel is getting faster and faster and faster. It has a better top speed than the regular plastic wheel. So basically, it just have slow acceleration, but the top speed will be faster. Okay, another thing about this car, you can see this piece right here, and this piece right here, and this piece right here. This is very good design, because this piece right here, it's preventing your roller and get a cut. Suppose this is the truck, the wall right here, when it jumps, it's land, is preventing your roller get caught, which is right on the track, which is right here on the wars. Let me give you a better angle. You can see it. It's gonna be preventing the truck get caught, which is right here. Okay, so especially here, here, and it's already blocked all the screw right here. So basically, there's no any angle on the back of the car can get caught. So it's really have really nice design to preventing that happen. And the reason today I'm building this car and show a demonstration step by step, because I think this car is it's really it's pretty good for people have a little bit experience already for the mini four-wheel drive, because this car do not require very professional tool, just regular Dremel. And the only hardest part is the how to, the way it's hard to trim the tire. So the rest of the modification and the cutting, it's just very basic cutting. And the plus all the material or the parts we're using on this car, it's not something it's really rare. It's not something really expensive. The total cost of this car is gonna be less than $150. Okay, and another thing I'm talking about it is this piece right here is very good design, and this piece right here is very good design. So and here is very basic mounting. So this car, I'm not original designer, but the original designer using this type of design to win the 2014 at Japan World Fair. So this example was telling you, and doesn't matter what kind of car you have. It's if it's the right combination, right setting, doesn't matter what kind of material you're using. As long as your design, your setting is fit to that truck, so you're gonna be the winner. So there's in mini four-wheel drive, there's no, if you're using high grade, everything high grade like carbon fiber or everything limited edition, or any kind of like very good like limited edition parts, doesn't mean you're gonna win. So it always have to be a setting or either setup have to be match the track layout. So this car, I won't say he gonna win on all type of track, but for the track has a little bit has like some slope, not really too hard, and have really not really too long. This car probably gonna have pretty good result on that. So anyway, just finished here today. For my next video, I'm thinking to do another setting. It's very basic setting on MA chassis again, because I think MA is really good chassis for people just get starting to do the mini four-wheel drive racing, because it's not really too much hard on the transmission, and their speed is pretty good, and the most important thing is they have really a lot of mounting right here. It's easy to do the modification, unlike the Super 2 VS or either Super XX. MA has better design. It's for easy to adapt all the parts. Okay, so anyway, thank you for watching my YouTube channel, and if you have any questions, just go ahead and leave a comment. I'm gonna answer as soon as possible.